Good morning, I'm Amy and this is A-Star Reads, and it's time for more Pickpongathon. I finished up Slewfoot in my last video and I'm ready to pick up my next physical book, and each of these vlogs is covering a physical book. I'm still listening to audiobooks. In fact, I'm listening to Me by Elton John, and today I plan on making quite a bit of progress in that because we're going to be doing a lot of driving around today. Errands to run. We've got errands to run, but they're like errands that'll take us outside of our main area. So that's great because I'll get to listen to that, and I've been enjoying that audiobook big time, although I've only got to listen to a little bit of it so far. But I think I'm about 9% of the way through that one. So hopefully I'll make quite a bit more progress today. It's a long audiobook, so I don't know when I'll get that one done, but I'm working on it. Audiobooks take me longer to do. I know they take a lot of other people less long, but for me, I don't listen to them that often when I'm at home. I decided to pick up Stiff by Mary Roach to be my next book. This doesn't work for any actual bonuses for Pickpongathon, but this works for Tales from Two Trails because one of the prompts for that is to read your oldest book on your TBR. And this is the oldest book on my TBR, and I have put it on so many TBRs over the years since I've been on BookTube. And I've never actually sat and read it. But look, there's a bookmark in it. I actually started it last night. I only got through the introduction, but I did start it. So I'm actually getting to this book that has been sitting on my physical TBR for a very, very long time. I can't tell you what prompt it works for Pickpongathon, but let's just say it has something to do with page numbers or something to do with the pages. It's a pretty easy prompt to fulfill, so I'm glad that I'm putting this one towards it because it's about time. And I need to get to my Tales from Two Trails prompts. I'm still trying to make Team Pirates win. We're gonna win. I will link Tales from Two Trails down below if you want to know about that. And of course, I'm going to link everything you need to know for Pickpongathon down in the description box below. So my plans for today, I've already started a load of laundry because I have been putting it off since I came back from my trip, but laundry has to be done. I want to make a dent in Stiff and really not get as far behind in my reading as I did the last few days because I just felt like I got a little slumpy there for a couple of days. Emotionally too, I was a little slumpy. And first we're going to drive all the way out to Deming, which is this little town where our tribe is located, and we have a commodities event happening. So we're gonna go out and do that. Then we're gonna go all the way out to Anacortes, which is further away, and we're gonna pick up, Mom and Jordan did these clay crafts when they were on their little road trip, which they needed to do for their summer book bingo. This, in case you're watching my videos for the first time, which is a book bingo that I put together for the summer so we could get more books in for the summer, but also more activities. So half of it is, the pink for me at least, is the books, and the green is the activities, and they have to be based on the word that is there. And these are all words that I think of when I think of summer. So Mom and Jordan went on a road trip, and when they did, they created these, actually for their flowers prompt, they created these clay flower things, and we're gonna go pick those up. That's my plans for today. And it's gonna be busy. Oh, I also would like to finish editing the first vlog for Pickpongathon, so, or at least get it going, keep working on it. So yeah, busy day. Luckily yesterday was a very lazy, not lazy bad, but like relaxing day where I just read pretty much all day. So that way today I can be productive. This is the clay house that Jordan and Mom went to, and look at the flowers. Oh, they turned out really cute. Turn them in the sun.
She said she liked blue, so she made different colors.
Those are pretty.
Aren't they cute?
Oh, look at these. They've got...
Those are mine.
How cool.
Those are the ones I made for her. We're getting ready to head out and judge some goat costumes, or goat and kid costumes soon at the fair. And look at Mom's cute shoes she's wearing for it. Ooh, cute. Little cowgirl. Yes, I bought these years ago because I'm up here in Washington. Haven't worn them once.
Today she's wearing them. And that may be the last time she wears them.
Hard to put on.
All right, so it is evening time, and I didn't get any actual video footage at the fair, which is fine because I think it's fine because I'm gonna be there on Sunday and Monday taking pictures for my aunt because she's the 4-H goat head person, and they're gonna be doing different judging and different things. And I, like last year, took a whole bunch of pictures and put them up on the website for the 4-H club. So I'll be doing that this weekend and on Monday, and it'll give me an opportunity to take more video and more pictures and be able to add some more so you can see some goats. Today was cute though, because it was the costume contest. It would have been fun to get some pictures, but we were too busy judging. Mom and I were the judges of the costume contest, and I will say that one of the funniest ones, or I think it won the funniest award, was there was a Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. The goat was dressed up as Taylor Swift and the kid was dressed up as Travis Kelce. It was so funny. It was so cute. And so that was a lot of fun. I mean, there were other great ones, and there were cute, clever ideas, but that one made me laugh out loud. Throughout the day, because we were driving around so much, which I didn't get a lot of footage of, we went to Deming, we went to Anacortes, we went out to LaConner, all these little towns in the area, and we drove around a bunch. I got to listen to quite a bit of Me from Elton John. So we got 41% of the way through the audiobook, and it is so good. Mom's enjoying it a lot because she's been able to listen to a lot of it since we've been driving together a lot lately. The narrator is fantastic. Hearing Elton John's story is incredible, and it is well written in the sense that it sounds like it's coming from him. Like, it sounds like he's just shooting the shit with his friends, and it's difficult too because he went through some really dark periods of his life. So we're getting to a point where he's emotionally getting to a very dark space, and he did do a lot of drug usage throughout his life, and that is all coming to a head at this point. So there are definitely trigger warnings for different things within this story, so if you're curious about those, look them up. One of the things that's making me want to do, because you can just see and feel and hear his love of music, not just music performance, but he and Bernie Taupin were music creators. They were songwriters. That was their whole intention to begin with. They always wanted to be songwriters. They didn't really care about, Elton John didn't really care about being a star performer at first. And it makes me want to go back and listen to his albums, because he's talking about his albums. And I've always liked Elton John. I've never really fallen in love with Elton John. I just know so many of his songs. But it would be interesting to now go back and listen to his albums, because he says he and Bernie Taupin loved creating albums. And it would be interesting to see like the art of the whole album, because sometimes I've definitely listened to certain albums where I love the whole album, but anything else from that band and I'm just like, whatever. And there's something about that album and how it was put together and what songs come at what point that you just feel like is really artfully done. And so I am very curious to listen to some of his albums now, especially some of the ones that were his first albums, or the ones that he's really well known for. And then of course, see how he's progressed through time, he and Bernie, because they created these songs together. And a lot of these songs had a lot to do with what was happening in their life at those times, which I think is also very interesting. So yeah, just kind of thinking about it from more of a creative perspective and loving hearing the process of what he went through, as well as what he went through emotionally and physically himself. So it's great. Like, it is really, really great. And if you love memoirs and you have any interest in Elton John at all, I highly recommend it because it's fantastic. I've also started reading Stiff by Mary Roach. I'm currently there, so 48 pages in. So not quite 50 pages yet today, but I might read this a little bit before I go to sleep. I am enjoying it well enough. I've read enough nonfiction, especially about the history of science, to know quite a bit about what they're talking about when it comes to grave robbing and cadavers and how bodies were treated in science throughout history. Nothing yet is completely new for me, so that's not a bad thing. This is definitely a subject within nonfiction that I am drawn to and I really love. Not just cadavers, but I mean like biology and science in general. And so I'm interested. I just don't know how much I love Mary Roach's writing style. We'll see as we continue on. This is not the most engaging for me, because I know other people absolutely love Mary Roach. Like, I know that she is a favorite of people that I love. And I don't want to say that I'm not enjoying it, but it's not the most compelling nonfiction writing that I have read yet, but that's only 48 pages in. So it could just be that I need to get in my groove and just keep on going, because I do find the subject matter fascinating, endlessly fascinating. Okay, so it is time for me to update my Her Gid. I've completed some books since I last updated, and so I want to get those on here. I've also been doing a lot of thinking about different parts of this. So like for the A to Z challenge, I know that we're allowed to use the words that are in the title or the beginning of the title for the A to Z part, but also the author's name, any part of the author's name, the first part, the last part. I kind of want to limit that for myself, not that saying that anybody else should do that. I'm just saying for myself, because I'm doubling up on prompts, I want to keep this a hard reading challenge, and not saying that it isn't already going to be a hard reading challenge, but the A to Z part feels like it's going to be too easy as far as being able to fulfill the prompts. I like the idea of the challenge of that part of it. So I think that I'm going to limit it to the first letter of the title, which means I'm going to have to change things around a bit. So for example, Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson, I'm going to have to change that to G, which is fine. Tortilla Flat won't work for J. I also have The Time Machine, which starts with T. So which one have I used in something else? I used them both in spelling out my name. Do I want to keep the ones for my name as being the author or the title? What was it supposed to be? Could it be either? This is me trying to make everything harder for myself. Let's see. Okay, so we will take Tortilla Flat and put that under the T in my last name. And then instead of Tortilla Flat here, we'll put The Time Machine, so I used them both, under the T. So what else is there? This works for mystery thriller. This works for white cover. The Briar Club, that's 2. Just making sure everything's fine. And this, what's the other one I used Soul Eater for? I used it for something else. Oh, that's the series that I'm trying to do ongoing. Okay, let's think about what else I've read. Okay, so I finished A Curious Beginning, but that doesn't count because I actually started that before the readathon began. So 8 Billion Genies is the graphic novel I read, and 8, that's a good one that'll work for the letter E, because E is maybe not the easiest to come by. So 8 Billion Genies. What else could I use 8 Billion Genies for? I could use it for the E in my name. Is there anything else? Fantasy, sci-fi, it was fantasy. I think that it's gonna work for the E in my last name. Okay, then I read Jade Shards. What does that work for? It works for J. I've got 2 J's, so we'll do Jade Shards. Bye. It also has a really green cover. I'm sure I can get other books that have a really green cover though. So we'll just go with that. And then finally, I finished Slewfoot, Tale of Bewitchery by Brom. I'm trying to think of what that might work for. I mean, it works for S. It also works for mostly black cover. I wonder if I should do that. S is an easy first word in a title to get. So maybe I'll go with Slewfoot by Brom for the black cover, because it's a mostly black cover. Okay, so we'll go with S and E, the A letter challenge, or the easy letter challenge. And we'll go with colors, why not? I'm trying to go with covers that are predominantly the color of the rainbow in the challenge. Is there anything it would have been better for? That's the questions. It's always the question. Book for every season. I mean, that would be a good fall book. But I didn't read it in fall. I have to be reading it in fall. So that doesn't work. Okay. Nope. Oh, only 1 local author bookstore purchase? I have one already. I have a book that I purchased from a local author. I got Orcus Intrigue by Laura Gale. She is an author on Orcus Island, and she wrote this, which apparently has a lot of places on Orcus Island within it. That was one of the things the bookstore owner said she loved about it, because she was like, I've been to all these places and it's also in this book. So that's perfect. That'll work for my local author bookstore purchase. All right, direct from the indie author book. Oh, only one of those, really? Okay, I thought it was more for some reason. I have that too. Okay, hold on. I got this book, The Kraken of Cape Madre, the Lore Stalker series by J.P. Barnett. This is J.P. Barnett. We got it at a, see, it says, to Amy, unleash the Kraken. It says it's book 2, but when we asked him which ones we should get, because he said they don't have to be in order, he said to get book 2, that he liked this one the best. Which, I don't know if I like that. I usually like to read books in order. But I did get this directly from JP. It was like a supernatural slash cryptid book fair that was going on in this cute little bookstore whose name I can't remember, further south in Washington. And so I have that. That's gonna work. Will I need to buy the first book and read that first? I don't know. He said I can just read this one. So I'm gonna go with what he said, and that will be direct from the indie author. 5 lowest rated books. Ooh. I want them to be my physical reads. I want them to be on my physical TBR. So I'm gonna look at my physical TBR. Now we're just planning is what we're doing. Let me grab them and put them on my shelf, because then at least I get a better chance of getting to them sooner. We'll go with average rating, and we'll go with the 5 lowest that I physically own. And I haven't read. Ooh, 19 Claws and a Blackbird. Yes, okay. Then You Die of Dysentery. That's not really, I mean, okay. Let me go grab these 5 and then I'll talk about them. Okay, so 5 of my lowest rated books that I own, because I want to get through physical copies that I own. The lowest rated one that I own is 19 Claws and a Blackbird by Agustina Bastarrica. This I got from my cousins who hated it. And I have really honestly not heard very many positive things about this collection of short stories. And it has a 3.14 average rating on Goodreads. So I'll be interested to see what I think about it. I haven't yet put out my vlog for my 45 before 45 where I read Tender is the Flesh, but I will, spoiler, tell you that I really enjoyed it. So we'll see. We'll see if I get Agustina's writing, or if it's just something I can't stand. So that is the lowest rated that I'm going to be reading. Also, I want to say that there are a few books on my list that I do own that I'm not going to count, because either they're a sequel to something, or they're like, And Then You Die of Dysentery is more of a coffee table book. So I picked 5 of the lowest books on my TBR. They're not necessarily the exact 5 lowest books, but I think this works. Okay, so the next lowest book is a nonfiction, and I'm pretty sure I got this one from my friend Margaret, and it's How Did I Get Here by Jessie Browner, Making Peace with the Road Not Taken. And I thought this one, I didn't realize how low it was rated, but I thought it sounded like a really interesting read, because I'm certainly at a point in my life where it hasn't gone the direction I thought it would go in, and I'm facing just getting older and the things that come with getting older, and then not having accomplished the things I thought I would, or I had goals to accomplish. But it's something that I think would be nice to read about. This is a memoir though, so we'll see what I learned from Jessie Browner about taking the road less traveled. And that was an average rating of 3.20. Then the next one is American Pop by Snowden Wright. And I picked up this one because my friend Ruby from Ruby Red really enjoyed it. And when she was talking about it, it sounded like a book that I would really like, or at least it sounded like up my alley. So I'm very curious about this one. This is actually one I've been excited to read ever since I picked it up. I just know that it has an average rating of 3.25 stars. So I'll be curious to see why so many people didn't like it and what I ultimately think of it. Then the next one on the list is an average rating of 3.33, and that is Sex and Vanity by Kevin Kwan. If you've been with my channel for a while, you'll know that the Crazy Rich Asian series is one of my favorite book series that I've ever read. I really love the Crazy Rich Asian series, and I often recommend it. So I figure I will love most anything by Kevin Kwan, but this one really got really bad ratings when it first came out. I was excited to read it until I heard all the ratings, and now I'm a little like nervous. And then finally The Circle by Dave Eggers. I've heard multiple people talk about this, and I've been fascinated and interested in this particular sci-fi. It sounds like it might be more psychological sci-fi, which can be interesting, and I have heard good things. So it did get a low rating. It's got an average rating of 3.43. You know what's funny about that is I have another book by Dave Eggers, which is the next book that is lowest rated, and that's 3.44, and that's Heroes of the Frontier. And so that's like not making it on this list because I only need 5 of them, but it's funny that those 2 Dave Eggers that I own are some of my lowest rated books on my physical TBR. Interesting. So these are my 5. These are my 5 lowest rated books that I'm going to be reading for Herkyed. I'm excited to find out what I think about these 5 low rated books. So maybe I'll do a vlog eventually. It's not gonna be right away. Maybe I'll do a vlog where I read these as the 5 lowest rated books on my TBR. I'll take the average rating of the 5 books on Goodreads, and I'll take my average rating for these and see what the difference is. I think that'll be fun. I think that'll be fun. So that is more planning, and that can go on my shelf here because I'll eventually read them. Okay, so let's get back to this. So that's my 5 lowest rated books. Queer Rainbow Challenge. I've already got a book that's gay on my plans. I do have like an intersex book. I've got middle sex that I'm planning on reading at some point. I have a lot of options. Questioning is the only one that I'll be a little like, what am I going to read for that? But there are suggestions in the Herkyed Discord that I can look through. Books in other countries, author from other country, not US, UK, Canada. That's not generally too hard. I do have some books on my TBR that'll work for that if I can get to them. I'll just make sure at some point, especially once my readathon is over, to make a concerted effort to read books that are not set in the US, UK, or Canada, written by US, UK authors, etc. 5 books from 5 small booktubers. That's recommendations. That won't be too hard because all my friends are mostly small booktubers. Then we got my 4+ book series. 5 AuthorTuber books. I'm definitely going to read Margaret Bernard's book. I'm very interested in reading Stephanie's book. There are, I'm sure, others that I will look into once I get closer to wanting to do that. Garage sale books. She said that like little free libraries will work for this, but it would be kind of fun to stay true to what the intention of this and go to some garage sales and pick up a book and read it from the garage sale. I think that'd be fun to do, and I could see myself doing that, so we'll do that at some point. 3 or more blurbs on a book. I can do this. I can do this. I just don't know yet what book I want to do for this, and I gotta make sure that it has 3 author blurbs on it so I can read their books. A to Z challenge, 500 pages in one day. That's the one I'm like, I don't know what book I'm gonna read for that. It's gonna have to be middle grade, or even maybe, she said grab it. I don't know, it feels like cheating. I'll figure something out for that, and I'll make sure I have an audiobook for it as well. So that's it for now. What was I originally doing here? Oh yeah, Slewfoot, that's what I was checking out. Slewfoot, what's Slewfoot working for? It's just working for S. Did I count it? Okay, I counted it for that S. And what else did I count Slewfoot for? Oh, black cover. Okay, perfect. So then now let's look at where I'm at with my Herkyed challenge. I'm at 11.43% done. I've got 16 prompts completed so far. Still haven't completed any of the bingo prompts fully, but you know, I'm getting closer. Look at my little bars going a little further along. That's my plans for Herkyed. Just wanted to do a bit of an update. It's kind of a long update, but I wanted to do a little bit of planning and figure out what I want to do going forward. Look who obviously clearly did the most berry picking, not Jordan.
So here's our tasting. We've got, I don't know what kind of cheese this is over here. We got some cheese, some salami, and some Greek olives. I can't think of the word olives. Then this is Samish bay cheese. We got some sharp cheddar, mild cheddar, and herb. We've got some sourdough crackers, and these are Beecher's cheese crackers. And then Mom has us tasting different types of coconut water. So we got original, mango, pineapple, ooh, and ginger turmeric. That sounds like a healthy one. And Aunt Nancy's got, we also got the other wine. We got wine tasting with the Sangiovese di Toscano. And we've got, what is this one? It's Picayune.
I think it's a blend.
And Malbec. Love Malbecs. And then she also got delicious Arbor Mist blackberry. Oh, to go with our blackberry cobbler. Woohoo! Jordan's housewarming party! I forgot we had dolmas from a can. And look at all these sauces.
Sun-dried tomato, eggplant and red pepper,
Yep.
and eggplant bruschetta.
And basil from
Fresh
Jordan's own
basil.
herb garden. We've been eating for hours now.
I only just came back over.
Yeah. And it's already going away, but no, actually it was like half a minute. We're ready to taste. Mom already tasted hers, so she's disqualified.
Okay, so she's gonna tell us.
So you know what coconut water is.
Regular coconut
You
water.
have to do arrange them in strengths. No, original.
This is the strongest. No, I'm just kidding, I don't know.
This one's Ed's. The turmeric's gonna be the strongest.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Tastes good. Tastes like coconut.
Yeah, it's coconut.
Tastes like the best universal hydrator. Coconut water is like the best hydrator of all.
Yeah.
So it tastes like the best hydrator of all time.
I feel
Okay, now the next one's kind of brownish. Brownish is mango.
Mango.
Oh, brown
Mom
is
says
mango?
it looks
I don't know
poopy.
why. They use rotten mangoes.
Let's hope not.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
And it's got a real mango.
Coconut's bitter.
Ooh, it does taste like real mango. You don't like mango, right?
I like.
Oh, you like mango.
Yeah.
The next one is pineapple.
Okay.
Pineapple. It's
I like the color.
Looks like. Come on in.
Pea. I wasn't gonna say it.
Ew.
Said it looked like food.
Cheers. Initial reactions?
Don't love it.
Don't love pineapple.
Well, I love pineapple. I don't love this.
Don't love this pineapple.
Pineapple and coconut, I don't think go together.
Let's see what I think.
It just needs vodka.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, mango is better. I see.
strange.
Yeah.
Our last one is really weird. It's coconut water with ginger, lime, and turmeric. This one looks clear. Where's the turmeric?
It's in there.
Sorry.
Cheers.
Cheers.
This is
Last
the
one. Everybody,
health.
do you feel healthy?
Oh.
Yes,
I
do. I can taste the turmeric.
Wow. I taste the ginger.
I know I'm not gonna like this.
I mean, if it's healthy in it.
Oh wow, tastes like dirt.
Tastes like
Ginger dirt. Ginger dirt.
Ginger, lime, and turmeric.
I taste more ginger.
I can taste the
than
ginger.
anything.
You can take a bite of it. I'm not taking
That's
the
no.
pitch.
That's how they're doing their gold medals now.
Oh yeah.
I saw somebody.
Gold medal burger.
Gold medal.
All right, so we got this stuff set up. Are they called wickets? The wickets are set up. Doot, doot. Oops, my finger's like doot, doot. And then where we start from is set up. We're gonna see who's the best croquet player in this family. And I guarantee you it's me. All right, Blackberry Merlot.
Oh, wait, me too.
Where'd you get these cute little glasses?
My mom.
Bellingham.
April Brews Day.
Try this.
Tastes like juice. Here's my cobbler, and Nancy's testing it to make sure nobody dies.
You're a hero.
A hero.
Oh. How you feel, hero? Oh.
Yummy.
You're so weird. Cece's sabotaging the whole game. Look at her, look at her, she's sabotaging.
Wrong. I had it.
Cece. Yo, this game of croquet is not for you. Okay. Leave it. It was right there, yeah. Okay. Let's let the expert do it. He's just set up. I was trying to knock him out and I didn't get a chance.
Oh, he's lined up. Wow.
Did it go through?
It went through.
Oh. Okay, you ready?
Ready.
Nice. Oh. Come here, good girl. Mom, you gotta hit it harder. Nice. Okay, it's your turn, Jordan. Woo! Second shot. All right, well, my ball went through the blackberry bushes because I hit it too hard. So I'm going through the woods. Feels very Bridgerton-esque. I'm gonna fall into a mud lake with Anthony. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Who's the winner? Woohoo! So we got blackberry cobbler with vanilla ice cream. All right, so I'm ready to fill out some more of my summer book bingo, the activities, because last night, Mom and I already did one thing at the fair. We went and we judged goat costumes, and I'm going to be going to the fair tomorrow. The next day, I'm counting yesterday though, so I'm going to count it because we were at the fair already. And I'll be doing a lot more fair times, so it's going to happen. Tomorrow around 1, I'm going to the fair to do some taking pictures and stuff of the competitions for my aunt, and then I'll be doing more of that on Monday. Then we're going to the Renaissance Fair next weekend. So fair has happened and it will happen some more. And then today we played croquet and it was so much fun. We had such a blast. Uncle Ed won, but you know, I'm sure that we just need more experience. And then we'll take them next time. So that gives me a bingo. Work at fair. And then today, play croquet outside.
Yeah, I put croquet with family. But yeah, it was outside. It was so fun.
It was a blast. Okay, so that means that I get to pick another reward because I finished that. Okay, so I've got my little baggie so I can pick my next reward. I can cross off, I forgot to cross off, but I can cross off food tasting because we did our food tasting today. It was a lot. We tasted a lot of different things. And it was fun because each and every one of us brought something different. So like Jordan grabbed certain things, I grabbed certain things, Mom grabbed certain things, and so did Aunt Nancy. So it was a lot of fun that we all brought something different for our little food tasting. And we were like vultures. We just swarmed that thing. I think we're all really hungry. I still have my escape room. So that's one thing that we're going to have to do at some point too. But we're not in a hurry. The rewards don't necessarily have to be done within the summer period. The activities need to in order to be able to get the bingos, but the actual rewards, like we're not going to get to all of them right away, and that's okay because we want to enjoy them. We don't need to necessarily get them done right this moment because escape room, I don't know when we're going to get a chance to do that. So let's see what my next reward is going to be. I'm excited. Are you excited? I'm excited. Okay, so, okay, this one right here.
What is it? I can't read it. Oh, something Pride. Oh, that's so awesome. This is in honor of my cousin Jordan because they went and did some really fun Pride things this summer and I haven't had a chance to. So I'll get to celebrate and do something fun, something Pride. I'm gonna think about that. What could we do? There are a lot of activities and different places and things that go on in this area that would work. So, well, I'm gonna think about this. Okay, so I've got that on there.
There it is.
This is what it is. This is what it is. But we got the.
This is made for 2 people and 1 baby.
And look at that machine. Woo! Beautiful.
Thanks, cuz. Looking really cool, Aspen. Looking really cool. I can see your hands off of it. Yeah! Woohoo! Still working on my day 1 vlog. I just got home after a long time at the fair, like 6 hours. And I am able to count boat for my activity because we went kayaking, which is a watercraft, so a type of boat. So I'm counting that. And this doesn't give me a bingo, but I'm going to hot yoga tomorrow, my first hot yoga, so I will be able to get a bingo there for activities after tomorrow's over. And I still haven't figured out what Shell's activity I want to do, but I'll figure something out. But yeah, that was exciting. I did that. Yay. Whew, today was an exhausting day. It was a good day, but it was an exhausting day. We started it out by cleaning out the kayaks because we hadn't done that yesterday like we planned to. And I got to use our pressure washer for the first time. Who'd have thought I would have that much fun pressure washing? Now I'm like, I gotta pressure wash the whole house. Pressure wash everything. Our patio furniture, everything's gonna get pressure washed in the next, well, who knows when, but I'm very excited about the pressure washer. And then we went and actually kayaked, and it was great overall. It's our, Jenny's and my yearly kayak day, and this year Jordan and Mom joined us, and that was a lot of fun. My kayak is starting to get old, and the back is broken on it, like the back of the seat was broken, so I basically had to use my own core strength to keep me upright the whole time because I didn't have anything to lean on. And I forgot to set my foot pads. There's foot pads inside that are different lengths, and you have to adjust it. It wasn't the most comfortable kayaking experience I've ever had in my life, but it was still fun. I still had a great time doing the yearly tradition, and that was great. Then I had to have a quick turnaround, come back home, drop everything off, and go out to the fair. They placed quite a bit, so it was awesome, and it was fun to spend some time at the fair. I wandered around a little bit and saw a little bit of a circus show, but I don't really get a chance to do too much fair stuff and wandering and checking things out on the days that I'm actually there to help my aunt. So Mom and I are going to go sometime this week, maybe Tuesday, to not necessarily go and help my aunt and do the goat stuff. We're going to just go to enjoy the fair. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, tomorrow I'm going to be at the fair again. Today was fit and showmanship, and this is basically seeing what the kids can do. Tomorrow they'll actually be showing the different goats, and the judge will be judging the goats. So today was more about judging the kids. Tomorrow will be more about judging the goats. So I'll be back there taking pictures and stuff, and then they're out of there. I did get to listen to a little bit more of my audiobook. So I'm 51% of the way through Me by Elton John, and I didn't get to listen to it on the way home because my phone was pretty much dead from all the filming and photography and also posting things on the club's Facebook page. But, you know, still enjoying that audiobook. Don't have too much else to say about it. We're getting to some of the more difficult parts of Elton John's life and starting to hear a little bit more about how he coped with things or didn't cope with things and why he fell into such a difficult drug usage problem. On the way home, I had to charge my phone, so I couldn't plug it into the speakers, so listening to an audiobook wouldn't have made sense. But I could still put it on music and have the music playing loud enough that I could hear it. And so I was listening to Elton John on the way home. So it was just fun to listen to some of his greatest hits. It's kind of doing a good job of supplementing my audiobook listening experience. So that's where I'm at with my audiobook. My physical book, I haven't really read anything at all today. So I'm hoping to read a little bit tonight before I go to sleep. I'm currently on page 64. So yeah, I'd like to read a little bit tonight, and we'll see how long my eyes last. Probably not going to be very long, but I'll try. I've been just reading little pages here and there, like 5 pages here, 5 pages there. Just haven't had a lot of time in the last couple of days to sit down and read. I have been out of the house most of the time, so just no relaxation time, and tomorrow's not going to be any different. Really don't have anything to say about it at the moment, but that's mostly because I'm just too tired to talk, or at least rack my brains for what I've been learning. I think it was talking about decomposition and how the body decomposes. I think that's the section that I'm on right now.
Okay, so this third vlog where I'm reading Stiff by Mary Roach as my main physical read is very long. It's very long. And I'm at a point in the editing process where I'm like, if I have to edit another hour and a half of footage to add on to the part I've already edited, I will lose motivation for these vlogs. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to lose motivation. So I'm going to cut off this vlog here, and then I will continue on with part 2 of this vlog soon. So stay tuned for that, where I continue reading Stiff by Mary Roach and Me by Elton John, and more fair days and more different things that are happening. So if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe so you can see what happens when I continue this vlog, when I actually finish this book.